Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading from March 17th to the 24th. This is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Capricorn, what a loaded week. What a really big, we have two conjunctions this week, okay? And we have one of those conjunctions you are really going to feel, specifically you, Capricorn. Actually, this entire week, you're going to feel shifts, all right? We started off with Sunday on March 17th, and this is because this is the first conjunction, the sun conjuncting Neptune, all right? So you're going to feel it, the energies of that throughout the week. Now, if you saw my monthly forecast, I did say this day is like a fairy tale. Neptune is all about imagination and fantasy, and it's conjuncting the sun. The conjunctions are powerful. Remember, they're very, very powerful, and they have this charge about them. So yeah, this is a day where you could just be very, very highly imaginative, very creative. This is one of those days where you could just have these thoughts that make you feel like you're in Alice in Wonderland or at Burning Man, whatever it is, whatever you do, Capricorn. But it is one of those days where, listen, this conjunction's happening in your third house of communication, of writing, of logic. So it's going to be very interesting for you. I think that I want you to pay attention to your dreams. First of all, Neptune does rule dreams. Okay, so you could be having intuitive messages. Remember, this is a very intuitively driven, spiritually driven, emotionally driven week. All right, so a lot of thoughts could be going off right now in your head. And remember, this is such a powerful aspect that you could be in fantasy land. And it is also a time where you could just be dreaming about all these big, grandiose, have these visions. Like maybe you're thinking, okay, you really, really have this fantasy of Sean Astin being your husband. Y'all got like a million, kids and farm animals in a farm in the middle of nowhere. That's your fantasy. That's fine. That's cool. Have 1 foot on the ground, though. Actually, have 2 feet on the ground, Capricorn, because this conjunction, there is a sense of escapism this day as well. All right. So I think a lot of it's going to help just writing things down, because it is all happening in your third house of communication, of writing, of, even gaining knowledge. So you could turn those fantasies, use them as motivation for the things that you want. Right. And I always say it's better to dream than not dream at all. So definitely have those big visions, but have a foot on the ground. You don't want to get too lost in space. And happy St. Patrick's Day. Now on Tuesday, March 19th, this is the big day. Okay. It's equinox. We're moving into new season. It's spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, fall in the Southern Hemisphere. But it is a changing of the season. It's a new cycle, all right? This is happening the same day the sun moves into Aries. So what does this mean for you, Capricorn? You're going to have a lot more thoughts about home, family, children, parents, significant, foundations of your life. Even real estate could be a thing for you right now. And I say this because Sun is exalted in Aries. The sun thrives in Aries. It does really well in Aries. So for the next 4 weeks, you're going to feel a lot of this emphasis because, hey, we also have that solar eclipse in Aries next month. And the reason why this is all home is because Aries rules your 4th house, as I mentioned. So a lot of growth. Think a lot of growth and expansion, fertility even, when you think about spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. And this definitely affects, the cardinal signs, right? And you're a cardinal sign, felt just like Aries here. A little bit more emphasis for cardinal signs. So you will start feeling this fresh new energy, feel a lot more goal driven, like that Aries spirit, right? That drive and passion about new beginnings, because remember, this is all about new beginnings now. Okay, we're kicking off a new cycle, but we're kicking off a new cycle, new season with Aries. Aries kicks off the astrological calendar, so there is this new beginning that's happening for y'all. Okay, and now the other thing is, and so remember, that's all home stuff, the foundations of your life. Now on Thursday, March 21st. Big day. We have 2 aspects: the sun sextiling Pluto and Venus conjuncting Saturn. Now, these are going to be very big for you. The sun sextiling Pluto, again, if you saw my monthly forecast, this is empowerment. Pluto represents empowerment, power. This is a beautiful aspect with the sun There's a big charge around this day, and Pluto, it being in Aquarius, that's your second house of self-worth and self-value. So when I say you're going to feel confident, you are going to feel confident. You are going to be kicking down doors saying, where is my lunch money? Give me my lunch. Like use this. All right. This is building that confidence in you. And yes, there could be money involved. Second house is also money. So there's something here. You could be kicking down doors saying, I want to raise. There's intensity to the sun sextiling Pluto, but it's a nice one. It's a really nice one. Now, what's happening the same day? Venus is conjuncting Saturn. So, as we know, Venus is in Pisces already. Okay, again, that's your third house. There's a lot of planets in Pisces that rules your third house of communication. Also, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors as well. So you see the overlap. Some of y'all may be moving. Some of y'all may be having a lot of activity at home. You have that overlap there. And the other thing is Venus conjuncting Saturn. So here's the thing. Saturn is your ruling planet. You are going to feel this. You're going to feel this. Saturn it is in both Venus and Saturn are in Pisces. So again, there is something that you may be having a lot of fun with, okay? And there's going to be a moment where you're like, okay, I got to get really serious about this. I want to take a little bit more responsibility with this. That's what Saturn does, okay? Saturn, which, by the way, March 2024 marks its 1-year anniversary of being in Pisces. And you're going to continue to feel Saturn move a little more. Saturn is a planet of restrictions, limitations, but also stability. But, it represents a lot of things. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's the planet that's making you work for the things that you want, okay? And so think about some kid out there. She's in the playground with her friends. She's on a roll with her knock jokes. Everybody's laughing. Even the dogs are laughing. They're like, Savannah, you got the best jokes. Do you know what I mean? But then her mom comes out. Her mom is Saturn. Her mom says, Savannah, you got to come in. You got to do your chores. That is Venus conjuncting Saturn. So there is going to be a little bit of maybe a little bit of a squeeze, but it's more about here. Because remember, all of this is in your third house, not only communication, but logic and thinking. So there's going to be something that you may be having like a lot of spiritual activity with, something that just really pleases you around this time. And you're just like, okay, I got to get serious. How do I bring longevity to this? How do I make this stable? I really, really need to think about it now. All right. And Saturn is highly associated with karma. So Saturn rewards you. All right. Saturn rewards you in the end. You go inside, you do your homework or chores or whatever it is. You go back out. Your friends, they all got like, ice cream cones for you. They got your favorite flavor, okay? Chocolate chip, mint, whatever it is. And so you get rewarded, okay? Maybe they got a unicorn, who knows? You get rewarded for doing all your work. Now, on Friday, March 22nd. Ooh, this is okay. And so Mars enters Pisces this day. You know this is a big day because now we got Venus and Mars together. Venus and Mars, the cosmic lovebirds, they have so much chemistry together. You know that, right? They're both together now in Pisces. So you are going to start feeling a lot more spiritually moved. You are going to feel, and remember, they're here all month, not just this week, all month. They're together all month. So this is a really good time for artists. This is a really good time for those creative visions of yours. Use Mars. Mars is giving you that boost. Mars is giving you a big old boost. All right. So you honestly, when I say communication is going to be a big thing for you, it really will be. And you may find yourself communicating a lot more. All right. And I want you to do that. I want you to have that. Now, Mars in Pisces alone is a little interesting. Okay. Mars is like a bro. And he's getting ready to go to the clubs. He's going to go see his friends at the clubs. He's put on Taylor Swift. He's slicked back his hair. He put on the good deodorant. He's snapping his fingers. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go out. I'm going to have such a good time. He gets to the club and it turns out to be a chakra cleansing event. And so that is Mars and Pisces. Mars is like, what am I doing here? And so it's really a matter of working with those energies, that Pisces energies, okay? Which is, again, very spiritual, very meditative, very, all about the, subconscious and intuition, really, applying Mars to that areas of your life, but also communicating a lot of those things as well. Okay, so it's really an interesting, really interesting week. Okay, and Mars again, Mars and Venus. Venus is really helping out here, which is really nice. But these are just really just working with those energies, and let Mars work with your spirituality. Let Mars work with your intuition and even your dreams. Remember, I said pay attention to your dreams. They may be telling you things. This is a highly intuitive. You will feel very intuitive. You'll also feel really good with Venus. Do you like my shuffling skills today? Oh my goodness, this is what happens on Saturday mornings. All right, so Capricorn, let's go ahead and let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you from March 17th to the 24th. Again, this is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising. If you do want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to, if you know your birth chart. So Capricorn, let's go ahead. Let's do it. See what's going on for you. Four. There we go. March 2024, the 17th to the 24th. Wow. I think I need to drink a little bit more tea. Do you drink tea, Capricorn? What kind? I like green tea. I like even, yeah, that's my favorite. Black tea. I like oolong tea. Capricorn, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. Do you see how I'm trying to get you to communicate here? It's a week for you to communicate. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does offer the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers, but we do not need to. You're good. You're absolutely good. I don't know how you're good. I don't want you to worry about anything. I want you to really tap into your intuitive side this week, okay? Because that's going to help you communicate, and you can see that here. There's a lot going on up here for y'all. It's sure, and it could be money related, but everything that I just said earlier, by the way, is here. Let's get started. You got the Hermit. All right, so you got the Hermit. Very interesting. The Hermit shows up in your spread in the beginning. Okay, so the Hermit is all about that soul searching, and what I really love about this is that the Hermit is actually attributed to Virgo. Virgo rules your 9th house of spirituality, your belief system, how you see things, your philosophies. There's a nice touch of spirituality there. All right. So it looks like a lot of y'all have been going within. Maybe you've had some big questions. Maybe you are going through some big life changes. So there's a matter of just removing yourself a little bit from people, just having that moment, okay, when you think about your future, because it seems like you're spending some time going within what's right for me. What do I want? There's a big change that's happening in your life. Like I said, this is a big week of change, big week of a new cycle. Don't forget, we have that eclipse next week too. We got an eclipse next week. Some of y'all probably thinking about your jobs, your careers, maybe leaving them, maybe starting your own. Anyway, all that, you have to go within to have those answers, right? Just like the Hermit. Okay, so when you think about your future, really stay present in the moment as well. Be grounded in the moment, all right? In your reality. Remember, with Sun conjuncting Neptune, that you have a lot of ideas this week too, and fantasizing like what you want in the future. Because there could be a little bit of like a tug of war between work and home anyway for Capricorns, but those are kind of like big focuses for y'all. Anyway, but this is really great because once you do that, you got all this wisdom. You have all this intuitive insight. It's absolutely amazing because look what you got in the heart of your spread. You have the Ace of Wands. Capricorn, I don't even know what to say. You are good. Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread. Remember what I said. This is a week of new beginnings, new cycle. There you go. Ace of Wands. Aces ushering in that new change, new beginnings, new opportunities. Wands, all about your passions, ideas. Ooh, big time. You're going to have big ideas this week, okay? And a lot of it will be coming to fruition. Wands also like work and enterprise jobs, like things like that, right? That is associated with that. But I'm going to show you. You see the leaves sprouting from the wand there. I mean, when I say like new beginning, especially when you think about spring, right? What I said earlier, like fertility and growth, just you're good. You're good. There's something coming your way. There's something new that's happening in your life, will be happening in your life. And there's so much promise around it. You're good. You're really, really, really good. I mean, this is really amazing. Now, you did get the Six of Swords. You got the Six of Swords in your challenge area. So, again, there's going to be, you may be very mentally stimulated, and there could be like this sense of like a lot of like thinking about what you want for your future, thinking about even like the near future, the long-term future, it doesn't matter, as well as kind of like the reality check of all of it too, like merging together. Have that, okay? Have that, because there is this sense of transition that it seems like you need to go through up here thinking about things. And in order to move forward, you got to just leave some things behind, all right? And so have that moment, all right? The Six of Swords is all about moving forward, especially, in swords are the mental suit, right? So again, like I said, logic and communication's a big thing for you. So don't, like I said, communicate this week, okay? Because with the Six of Swords in your challenge area, there could be something like if you are not communicating, you may, you need to just trust me. You need to communicate. Don't hold things in, especially if you feel like you're holding things in next week or even just now. Just know that any of that, it's going to affect your body. You know how that happens, right? So if it's anything where it's like, even if it's low energy frequencies like doubt or self-doubt or, will this work out? I'm nervous about this. No, do not do that. It really does affect your body. And the only reason I'm saying this is because the third house, remember, you have about 4 planets in your third house right now. And the third house does rule the nervous system. So it can get you, if you're not communicating, right? If you're not writing things down, you could be holding a lot of things inside, and it does affect your body. Your body is sacred. Your body's a temple. Do not do that. It's like, when you're stressed, you get a headache, right? When you're nervous, your stomach aches. Do you see how even energy, like emotions affect your body? So anyway, don't hold anything. That's all I'm saying. Knight of Pentacles is great because it's in your crown. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in your crown. This is all saying like, yeah, I want to set things up for my future. A lot of this is stability here. This is a lot of stability. What I love about this is also a Virgo card. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. So a lot of Virgo energy, and that's, your BFF, fellow Earth sign. But that is your 9th house of, spirituality and whatnot, like I explained earlier. It's also, with all the Saturn energy, it just makes sense because he's right. He's sowed seeds. Okay. Seems like you're going to be, okay, sowing seeds and reaping your rewards. As I said, that Saturn does, no matter how long it takes. There's this long-termness here, all right? He's in it to win it. There's this commitment energy. And yes, it can be money and wealth. Yeah, you could be feeling that. Remember, you got Pluto in Aquarius in your second house of salary and money for 20 years. So you could be starting your plan now. But this is really great because you have the Queen of Swords here. Hello, amazing. How are you? Capricorn, how are you? So you got the Queen of Swords. This is someone she's gone through it, right? That's why she's the Queen of Swords. She's gone through it. And now she's sitting in this throne because she doesn't want anyone to go through what she's gone through. She's learned a lot. She's headstrong now, okay? She's got a lot of power. She's got a lot of authority. And she's honest with herself. Not only honest with herself, she's honest with everyone's honest with her. That's how much power she got, okay? And so there is a sense of being honest with herself moving forward. You see her sword pointed straight to the sky. That is true perception here. She's got literally her head above the clouds. All right. So remember that it's just being headstrong, really, really knowing what you want, but also being very diplomatic and also being very just and fair about things. Now, the interesting thing is that the Queen of Swords is Libra. And so as we know, the South Node moved into Libra. We have a major full moon lunar eclipse in Libra next week. All of that falls into your 10th house of career. And if you're not here for career, public recognition, the way that you want to be perceived, okay? What you want to be known for. And so there is, again, just being headstrong about that. But you're going to be fine. As long as you don't get caught up in your head, you're going to be fine because you got temperance in your future. Hello, that's amazing. Having an archangel in your future protecting you. I mean, you're good. And this is all about that balance. And I love this. And this is also indicating to me that if you feel that you're in your head a lot, I think there you will get out and you will find comfort. And even again, that spiritual energy is really strong for you. So being in touch with your spirit guides or your intuition, or what you believe in, there's something there that's actually temperance is Sagittarius. That does rule your 12th house of the subconscious. Pisces is a native ruler of the 12th house. And so remember, you have like a lot of activity there with Venus and Mars there and whatnot. But anyway, it's just saying, like, you're going to be fine. You're going to get to a point where you're not stressing. Okay. You got to take action. That's what you got to do. Saturn's requiring that from you. And so are all, like, Mars as well. But you have to take that action. All right. You have to take that action to know that you're going to be fine. And it looks like you're going to be fine. You have an Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread. The only card that's not Major Arcana or a court card is the Six of Swords in your challenge area. Look how significant this is. Look how significant your week is going to be. It's all Major Arcana court cards here. And then with the Six of Swords, that's just saying, like, have that transition, like, that your headspace. Don't get stuck in, like, the past. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, okay? And communicate. You may need to do that this week. Now, temperance is all about that balance, by the way. It's all about that balance. A lot of spirituality here as well. You even see the disc on the archangel's forehead, right on the pineal gland, right? Your third eye, your sixth sense. You're going to be fine. Just, this is just saying, enjoy the moment. You're going to get to a point where you're just not stressing about anything. You're going to enjoy the moment. You got your sight on your path. You're good. You're good. Okay. You're good. Let's get to your stuff, Capricorn. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What is this new thing? There's a lot of home stuff happening for y'all. And y'all are, I love you. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. This is one of your best readings. Like, you got the Nine of Wands. Okay. So, very interesting that you got the Nine of Wands. Another Sagittarius card here. Very, very interesting. And again, remember that is your 12th house of the subconscious or whatever. So there could be this, like, feeling like you've endured a lot too. It doesn't even have to be here. It's just in life in general. There is a sense of, like, I'm going through it. There's this Lego wall being built up, and it's like, I've gone through it so much, I can't even break through that Lego wall. Well, you will be soon, but that may be how you feel, right? You look at the gauze on his head. He's gone through it. He's really, really gone through it, but he's not giving up. You see him standing in front of the wands, protecting his wands, not letting anyone take anything that he's worked hard for from him. Okay, so this is a card of perseverance. So you're going to do that, right, Capricorn? You're going to hang in there. You're going to hold on because everything's going to work out for you. Now, you also got the Two of Wands. All right, so very interesting. I think that there's just something that's going to help you here, that it's kind of like plan things out, especially if it comes to home, okay? This is a card where it is... First of all, it's attributed to Mars and Aries. So we have a lot of, like, Aries energy. Remember, we're moving into Aries season. We have the sun in Aries, the equinox. And that is all in your 4th house of home and family and everything I explained earlier. So there could be some planning, like next step planning. And that's what you need, especially coming with temperance. Plan things in a way where you feel good about it, knowing everything's going to work out. Okay. That's all you have to do. And it looks like, because something new is coming through, it looks like it's something really nice too. I mean, you got Judgment as well. I mean, come on, Capricorn, you got two archangels, Archangel Gabriel
This is very interesting because it seems like, remember, this is a very spiritual week for you. As you can see, a lot of spirituality here as well, like seeking that meaningful life experience that you want. You feel it in your bones. Now, you want it, okay? You see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, the dead arising, the dead in gray. Wisdom, like I said, you can see it all here with the hermit, okay? Now they're awake. Now they want to move forward. It's having that aha moment, having that clarity, that big like awakening. It's spiritual awakening. So it seems like that is it's going to be very prominent for you this week. And with the Page of Swords and your final outcome, that's great. It's all it is saying. It's reinforcing what I said earlier with the Six of Swords in your challenge area. Be ready to think in new ways, and it seems like you will. Again, look at your entire spread here, especially with the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. When you look, I mean, you're absolutely good here. Okay, so it seems like you will be getting some messages too. Pages are messengers. They're in the final outcome. Remember, please communicate. Okay, when you open up those lines of communication, you can get a lot more messages, right? If you ain't got no iPhone or even any sort of cell phone, you've cut yourself off. Like, so communicate to the people you need to communicate to. But it looks like you will be getting messages too. You could be getting very spiritual messages, as I mentioned, this week. Even like pay attention to your dreams. They could be, giving you the answers you need. But there's a lot of enthusiasm with the Page of Swords. He's ready to go. Pages are the newbies in the royal court. All right. He's like a sponge too. So again, all this third house activity that's happening specifically for you, right? With Mars, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune and Pisces, all in your third house is a big thing, all right? Communication, which involves messages. You just got this messenger of communication. And it is also, third house is like gaining knowledge, so learning. So it seems like you're going to be, something new's coming through that you're going to be learning about. He's a sponge. The Page of Swords, he sponges everything up. So I'm excited for you, Capricorn. This is a great week for you, Capricorn. Y'all, if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Capricorn, what's happening for y'all? And next week, we will talk about the big full moon, lunar eclipse in Libra. It's a big one. It's in your 10th house of career. We'll talk about it. And remember, if you're not, just think about like what do you want to be recognized for. But big changes next week. All right, Capricorn, thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye bye.